Good morning and welcome to my channel. If it's morning when you're watching this, it's morning when I'm filming this. So what have I got today? Today's a what I eat in a day. And I'm gonna show y'all what you eat in a day, week 4, transition from the 5 and 1. Oh, I have dogs that need to go out. 1 second, please. I swear dogs are sometimes like little children. You know, they're sleeping or they're playing or they're fine until you need to work. Then all of a sudden, mama, I need you. My dogs are exactly like that. Okay, so back to what we're doing. This is week 4. I'm gonna show y'all how to do week 4 transition. Okay, so just a recap. Week 1, 5 and 1, add 2 servings of vegetables. Week 2, keep those vegetables, take away fueling, and add 2 servings of fruit. That was a fun week. Week 3, add a serving of dairy. That was last week. All right, now this week, we're gonna take away another fueling. So we're now down to 3 fuelings, and we're gonna add a serving of 4 to 6 ounce serving of protein and 1 serving of starch, okay? That serving of starch, I want you to use your healthy exchange list and choose something there. Like today, what I'm gonna show y'all is I'm gonna add sweet potato, but I'm gonna do a 3 ounce portion, because that's what it is on the healthy exchange list. We're gonna do a 3 ounce portion. I went and got my handy dandy little Optavia guide. Okay, so in your guide, I don't know if it'll be on the same page or not in your guide because my guide's kind of old, but mine's on page 23 and it gives you a sample of the transition chart, okay? So for each week, it gives you a calorie budget, all right? So like week 1 is the same as 5 and 1. Week 2 is 900 to 1150 calories. Week 3 is 1100 to 1300 calories. And week 4 is 1100 to 1550, okay? That's a big jump there. And when I first saw it, I thought, why such a big jump? Well, it's because you're adding protein and starch. So depending on what you choose and how much of it you choose, that's where that calorie budget is gonna come into play. So play with that according to your needs. Like for me, y'all know I transitioned before I hit my goal. I'm getting very close, but I went ahead and transitioned for a lot of reasons. Mainly I wanted to show y'all, you know, how this works. But so I'm keeping it on the lower end of the calorie budget, okay? So I'm just doing a 3 ounce portion of sweet potatoes. And for my extra protein, I'm gonna add tuna today because I'm gonna make a little tuna salad for lunch. Okay, so now in week 4, you're on kind of a 3 and 3, meaning 3 fuelings and then 3 meals. Your meals consist of the components of your lean and green, okay? So your lean and green consists of 3 servings of vegetables, 1 protein, and healthy fat according to the protein, all right? So you're still having that. Then in addition to that, you're gonna now have 2 servings of fruit, two servings of vegetables, 1 serving of dairy, an additional serving of protein, and a serving of starch. Those are the things, along with your lean and green, that's gonna make up those 3 meals. And you can sort them and separate them any way you want. Does that make sense? Like if you want, you've got 5 servings of vegetables to get in. If you wanted to throw some of those veggies in your morning routine, do it, in your breakfast, you know what I mean? Or whatever. Or if you wanted to have some of your vegetables with like one of your fuelings, like if you had like a savory fueling in the afternoon of mashed potatoes and you thought, I'll just add a serving of green beans to that. You can do that. You can spread it out and kind of plug it in, make it your own, customize it. I hope this is making sense. Get with your coach and really work with them if this is not making sense, if you're not understanding it. Definitely rely on your guide that shows you what and when to add, and then rely on that healthy exchange list. And if you don't have that, reach out to your coach and they can send it to you, okay? If you're in transition. Okay, here's another really good tip. Kind of plan your day. Especially when you start doing something different, it's really good to have a plan because when you're on 5 and 1, it is so simple. You just grab a fueling, make a lean and green, you're done. Bada bing, bada boom. It's so easy. But when you start doing this, and I think this is what scares people about transition, but you don't need to be scared because they've really still done all the work. I mean, they've got it all planned out for us. You're just gonna build a menu, and you do it slowly, 1 week at a time. All right, so I'm running a little late and I'm getting hungry, so let's get to my first meal of the day, which is gonna be yogurt and strawberries, my dairy and 1 fruit. Okay, I'm trying a little experiment. So, you know, when we do our vegetables, we're so used to weighing them versus a measuring cup. But when you do transition, we don't have a conversion chart for fruit. And so they tell us 1 serving is a 1/2 cup. So I am curious to see, using a measuring cup, how that comes out on my scale as far as carbs and calories. Because I'm watching that. I'm not saying you have to, but I just kind of want to see. So this scale that I have, I can put a little code in there and tell it that I'm putting strawberries on it. And it can tell me how many carbs, how many calories. It tells you everything, protein, fat, sugars. It's really kind of cool. Okay, so it looks like a nutrition label on here. All right, let me, I'm gonna just show you. Here we go. I'd cut up, and this is a 1/2 cup measuring cup. It's pretty heaping. So we're just gonna see. So strawberries, let me find the code, hold on. All right, there we go. Now I'm gonna start putting strawberries in and just see. Well, I'm just gonna pour them all in and see what I've got. Okay, so if I ate that many strawberries, it would be 6 carbs and 26 calories. That's perfect. So I don't have to measure them anymore. I can use my measuring cup because I'm shooting for around 25 to 30 calories for my fruit. That's kind of what I'm shooting for right now because of the way I'm doing my transition. Okay, so I'm gonna do that again just to double check and make sure it's right. Yep, came up the same. I think we're good. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is add the vanilla yogurt. So what they tell you to do for your dairy is for yogurt should be 6 ounces, no added sugar. So this is the Oikos 000 vanilla yogurt, and I'm gonna put that right on top of my strawberries. I think this is 100 calories. It's not on here, but I think pretty sure it's 100 calories. I like Greek yogurt because it gives you a good dose of protein, which is very filling. All right, y'all, there it is. Vanilla yogurt and strawberries. So let's eat. Yum. Strawberries are really sweet. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go eat this and I'll meet you back for meal number 2, which will be a fueling. I'm back and it's time for meal number 2, which is going to be a fueling. So all I need is my Nana cup, my shaker bottle, and my favorite shake, which is a caramel macchiato mixed with caramel coffee. I haven't been able to find my Folgers caramel drizzle that I normally use, so I'm just trying Starbucks today. Let me go get it started. I like to do it on the tallest setting, you know, to where you get enough liquid, because the shakes call for 8 ounces of liquid. So I do it on I don't think it's quite 8 ounces. I think it's more like 6 ounces of coffee, but I get them, you know, just do it on your largest setting. Here we go. Pretty darn simple. Now, when you're shaking hot coffee, I always repeat myself on this, just in case I have somebody new watching, because I say this all the time. But when you're shaking hot coffee, make sure that lid is on tight, that this snaps, and then you start really, really slow, just to kind of start mixing it up. Because with hot coffee, the steam will build and it will pop that lid. Did you hear how it popped really loud? The steam was building up. So you want to do that a couple of times. If you're really worried about it, you can add a piece of ice. Hey, you two. You can add a piece of ice. I don't like to do that because it waters down the flavor, and I love my coffee. All right, once you've done it like that a few times, you can start going a little faster. Also wanted to show you this. If you wanted to add a little bit of cream to it, that cools it off and it just makes it a little creamier and it sweetens it a little bit. This is my favorite sugar-free creamer. 1 tablespoon equals 1 condiment. Okay, here it is, all ready to go. I love my caramel macchiato coffee shake. So warm, so wonderful. Y'all, can you believe that it's almost Thanksgiving. I'm filming this on Thursday. A week from today is Thanksgiving. I'm excited and a little overwhelmed because I got a lot to do between now and then. One thing I want to do today, my third meal is going to be a tuna salad I'm going to make. And so I want to show y'all how to make mayonnaise. So as I get closer and closer to optimization, I know that I'm going to be doing more and more whole foods. And I really want to try to eat as clean as possible. Because, you know, we don't call it maintenance. We call it optimization. Because though we're trying to maintain a healthy weight, we're trying to optimize our health. And so one of the ways to optimize your health is to eat as clean as you can. I love homemade mayonnaise. So I'm going to show y'all how I make it. I think that'll be fun. I showed y'all how to make almond butter. So why not show you how to make homemade mayonnaise? One of the reasons I like to make my own mayo is, well, because you can control the ingredients. You can control the kind of oil you use. You can control, you know, how much salt, how much this, how much that. I follow a basic mayo recipe that uses mustard powder, salt, lemon, egg, and oil. The oil I like to use is olive oil. It's a healthy fat, so that's what I choose to use. Okay, it's so simple, y'all. Watch how easy this is. So I've got 1.5 cups of oil, and I used just the super extra light tasting olive oil. And then this is the juice of 1/2 of a large lemon. Pour that right in. We're gonna do a teaspoon of salt. Or I'm sorry, a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. A 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And a 1/2 teaspoon of mustard powder. Yeah, I don't know why the mustard powder. It gives it a little tang, I guess. The lemon and the mustard, I guess, give it that tang. And then 1 large egg. There you go. All right, now the trick to using a stick blender when you're making mayonnaise is getting it firm on the bottom. Hang on, I think I have a shell. Yeah, you know, and I almost said it's probably best to crack your egg in a separate bowl for that reason. Okay, you're gonna stick you want the bottom of you want this firmly against the bottom until it starts to emulsify. So it's about 10 or 15 seconds. You're gonna hold it firmly on the bottom. Just hold it down there. It doesn't take long. And then you can start kind of moving it around a little bit. Don't ever take it completely out. There it goes. The whole thing takes less than a minute. So you're just gonna give it one last good stir. Y'all, look how creamy that is. Mayonnaise. Super simple. Now you're just you wanna put it in a jar that, you know, seals. So, you know, a mason jar works perfect. I like these little, you know, I think they're called Wecklock or something like that. I also have some similar to this that I get at Walmart that are on a hinge. I actually like them better. Y'all, I'm kind of messy. There we go. Clean that up. My mayonnaise. Isn't that beautiful? All right. Now I'm just gonna pop it in the fridge and it'll be ready to go for later on today when we make our tuna salad. That was easy, wasn't it? I like doing stuff like that. I like just, you know, making fresh things like that. It just makes me feel good to know the ingredients and things like that. That's why I like that Rayo's. It's jarred marinara sauce, but I like it because it's got like 5 ingredients. So it's really fresh, really, you know, really clean. That mayonnaise will stay fresh in your fridge for up to 2 weeks. All right, I gotta get back to work, and I'll see you back when I make my tuna salad. It's gonna have some apple in it, y'all. I'm excited. What's for lunch? Okay. Oh, hang on. I had to go rescue our like 70-pound standard poodle from our 10-pound multi-poo. Yeah, she harasses him. She's like a little gnat. She just jumps up. He was laying there sleeping so peaceful. She starts jumping on. So I had to go get her down. Okay, so what are we having for lunch today? Today we are gonna have tuna salad wrapped in romaine lettuce leaves, if I can talk, with a side of carrots and a couple of little cherry tomatoes. Doesn't that sound good? We're gonna put some apple and celery and mayonnaise with that tuna. Here's how I'm gonna do it. Looks like I got a lot going on over here, but it's pretty simple. All right, the first thing I need is 6 ounces of tuna. This is just chunk light in water. I always get the white tuna. Scott bought this, but it's okay. I still like it. So we want 4 ounces. I don't think this whole can is gonna be 4 ounces. It's close enough. It's about 3.5 ounces. So that's good enough for me. So 3 ounces of tuna, and then I'm gonna chop up some apple. I love apple in my tuna. My grandmother taught me to put apple in my tuna. So I'm gonna put a little bit of apple. All right, and just like this morning, I'm gonna put it in here and put the, you know, the code in my scale. Let me get this chopped up. Okay, just like I did this morning, I'm gonna put the code in. So this is raw apple with skin. So I need to clear this, 0 it, and put the number in. Okay, there it is. So now when I start adding my apple, it'll tell me the calories and, you know, the carbs and all that. And like I said this morning, I'm trying to keep it, you know, around 30 and under 10 carbs. So this morning, those strawberries were perfect. Sorry, Maisie is at my feet and she is moving my tripod. Maisie is trying to help me out down there. Okay, so here we go. All right, that's 16 calories and 4 carbs. So let's just keep going. There we go, y'all. 30 calories and 8 carbs. And that's a good bit of apple. I just had one for the road, one little bite. Oh, I love apple, y'all. So I'm gonna do a half serving of celery for 1 green, and then half serving of celery plus 2 lettuce wraps, maybe 3, to make a full green. And then I'm gonna have some baby carrots for another full green. That will constitute my 2 additional greens, you know, in addition to my lean green. Now, to this lovely mixture, I'm going to put a half a tablespoon of my homemade mayonnaise that I made this morning with y'all. So here we go. It's not much mayonnaise, I'll tell you that. I'm just gonna plop that down in there, but really that's all you need. You just want something to cream it together. Okay, there it is served up. I'm gonna put about 5 little baby carrots and a couple of cherry tomatoes, and that is gonna round out my lunch. I love these little, they're called flavor bombs, and they are just that. Let's go to the bar and eat some lunch. Okay, y'all, there you go. I sprinkled on a little bit of salt, not even a half of a condiment's worth, but let's dig in. This looks delicious. Scratching on the door, seriously. Maisie, wait. She doesn't actually need to go out. She wants to go out. She loves to be outside and to dig. So I'm just gonna wrap this up. There's all the yummy goodness. I'm just gonna wrap it up. You'll get sweetness from the apple, tartness from the mayonnaise, and then they get the tuna, and the celery is really good crunch. Y'all, is yummy. I've had this before, can you tell? The apple is what makes it so good. Okay, so just to explain here. So this morning, I had my yogurt and strawberry. That was my one dairy and one of my fruits. Then I had a fueling. Then for lunch, I'm having the tuna, the celery, the romaine, the carrots, the tomatoes, all of that, and the apple. So the apple is my second fruit. The romaine lettuce, the celery, the carrots, and the tomato are my 2 additional greens. You get 2 additional greens. And then the tuna is my extra protein. Okay, it wasn't quite 4 ounces, but it was enough. And then the mayo was a little added fat because it was tuna, really, really lean. Okay, so there we go. So what I have left for today, I'm gonna have another fueling. Then I'm gonna have my lean and green. My lean and green is where I'm gonna add my starch. And that is going to be some sweet potato, y'all. Really looking forward to that, not gonna lie. So we're gonna have that for dinner. And then, of course, you know, I'll have my last fueling. My third fueling today will be my pudding. Okay, unless it's really cold, I might opt for a decaf coffee shake. We'll see. All right, guys, I'm gonna go eat this and I'll check you back for my 4th meal, 2nd fueling. Okay, y'all, this is what happens when you're just busy. I totally forgot, and I'm sitting down because I'm about to hop on a training Zoom with one of my coaches. I'm covered up with dogs too right here. They're just like all over me right here. And I forgot to show you my next fueling, but it's coffee again, y'all. Another Nana cup. Let's see if you can see in there. Can you see in there? Okay, what it is, I went ahead and grabbed the thing. I used this decaf hazelnut coffee, and I blended it exactly the way I did this morning with the caramel macchiato shake, but I used the rich dark chocolate shake. That's one of my favorite combinations is hazelnut and chocolate. Okay, I gotta hop off because I gotta go do a Zoom and drink my coffee, take these dogs out, and I'll catch you back for my lean and green. This looks so pretty. This could be Thanksgiving dinner.
You are very pretty.
Oh, no, but this could be like Thanksgiving dinner. Y'all look.
Oh, our meal.
We've got sweet potatoes, green beans, and a pork chop.
It's a white meat, so it looks like turkey.
Well, I'm going to tell y'all, this transition week 4, I'm having a hard time getting all the food in. I'll be honest. That's not 3 servings of greens. That's 2 servings, and that's only 3 ounces of sweet potato, and that's a 4.5 ounce pork chop. And I don't think I'm gonna be able to eat it all with everything I've already eaten today. Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
That is crazy. Now, I know your body adjusts as you go along, and I don't know, I'll try, you just try different things.
Right.
But I am super excited about the sweet potato, and...
But you know what's even crazier?
What?
I got orange stuff on my plate.
My nose is all of a sudden running. He does not normally like sweet potatoes. Now, I will tell you, this is a baked sweet potato. All I did was bake it, scooped it out, weighed it, and it was 3 ounces.
Now,
and then
I've had sweet potato French fries.
Yeah,
and
those are good.
Pretty good.
Those are good.
But they're baked. So
yeah. No.
This is going to squish.
Well, I made it sweet, honey. I added some Walden Farm syrup, because usually like sweet potato casserole is sweet. So I thought you might like that. So I used 1 tablespoon on each of our servings, not even quite a full tablespoon, which is a half of a condiment.
Right.
All right, let's just...
you eat sometimes you eat with your senses, like your eyes.
Yeah, you eat with your eyes first and your nose and everything, yeah.
And
what's wrong with that? Just beautiful. Look at that beautiful orange color. All right,
I won't say.
I've been looking forward to these sweet potatoes all day, so here I go.
But I told her I would try anything at least once, so I'm going to stick to my word and try. And you never know. I might like them. I just put a blindfold on
For our
them.
healthy fat, I put some butter on our green beans and sauteed them in the skillet. And I used another condiment's worth of garlic powder and salt and pepper. What do you think?
Don't taste anything.
Oh, no.
I just taste the... I taste the Walden syrup.
Oh, maybe I put too much syrup. I can taste the sweet potato for sure. I might have put more syrup on his because I was so afraid he wasn't going to like it. Those green beans are good.
But I think it has more to do with the, well, there'll be plenty of sweet potatoes for Thanksgiving. Yeah.
Well, the sweet potatoes I make for Thanksgiving are not, you know that sweet potatoes are one of the healthiest foods you can eat. It's like a superfood.
But
It's a
maybe if
superfood.
it did one this color and this texture, that might be
It's
different.
the texture of like mashed potatoes.
No, it's different.
no.
I guess because it's orange.
It's because it's orange. It's because it's orange.
It looks
All right.
like baby food,
I
okay?
cooked, well, okay. I cooked the pork chop in the air fryer. Didn't have to use any oil, any fat.
Look at
Just
that.
took right in the air fryer. It's perfect. On 400 for, I didn't time it, y'all. I added some time to it. I want to say it was for about 14 minutes total.
I did chicken last night and it came out pretty good too.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's good. It was a great meal, y'all. This has been a great day. I had tuna salad for lunch. I've had 2 coffee shakes, strawberries and yogurt for breakfast. No wonder I'm not hungry. We're going to go eat our yummy dinner. And then we'll see you back for our last fueling, which I am going to have pudding. I told him earlier it could be a coffee shake, but I've already had 2 coffee shakes today, so I think I've had enough coffee.
Yes.
Well, one of them was decaf, so we're good. All right, we're going to go eat our
I
dinner.
took too big of a bite, sorry.
That's okay. That means he likes it.
That's right.
All right, we'll see y'all back. We'll see y'all back in just a second. That's he's showing you how thick his shake is.
Yeah.
But that's cold. My pudding's cold too. I almost wished I had something warm. So I just walked right into that. My pudding is very thick too. You know, I was saying at dinner that I felt kind of full. Well, I managed to eat it all, y'all. And I always have room for pudding.
That's right. I mean, that's just a little bit of pudding.
So I hope that, you know, I've done all 4 weeks now, showing y'all all 4 weeks of transition, how it works. So what I'm going to do, I am going to try to get a Coach's Corner done in the next few days with a dual purpose. I'm going to talk about navigating the holidays with you guys, and then I'm also going to talk to you what comes after week 4. What do you do after week 4? And just catch y'all up on a couple things. But this concludes 4 weeks of transition. Not so bad.
Nope.
Not so scary, is it?
No.
I'm gonna go enjoy my pudding, y'all. Look at it. Oh, it's thick. I made it early. Wow. Yeah, see, this will probably go with me all the way into maintenance and forever. Because I love my pudding. All right, you guys.
Shakes, brownie. I mean, a brownie for breakfast. I mean, you can never go wrong with that.
Well,
I mean, it's just like having a blueberry muffin, but it's just brownie.
yeah, you can do that. You can do that. I'm looking forward to having eggs again for breakfast. I like, one of my favorite things for breakfast is eggs with avocado. He's going to go. But it's a good protein and a very healthy fat.
It is. I'll grant you that. But,
He doesn't like avocado. He don't know it's good. But no, I probably will continue to use the fuelings even once I'm into, you know, full-on maintenance here and there. But because I mean, that's what I love about it. So y'all know I'm diabetic. Well, my diabetes is under control right now through lifestyle for sure. But because I'm diabetic, I mean, my doctor told me once you're diabetic, you're kind of always diabetic, even though you can control it without medication. But I don't want to ever get back to that place where my blood sugar is going wonky.
No, it's much better when it's flatlined.
Yes. And so something like this, being able to have a sweet treat like this, you know, because that's what it feels like, and it doesn't affect my blood sugar, that's pretty fantastic. Okay,
Well,
we're just go on and on and on and on.
Blood sugar is a path to lots of things, and when it's flatlined, it makes that path a lot easier.
Oh, it absolutely does. It's ground zero. That's what a friend of mine that's a nurse, that's what she says. Blood sugar, stable blood sugar is ground zero for almost everything. So anyway, all right, guys, we're going to go enjoy our pudding and our shake. And you guys have a great day, and we will see you next time. And until then, y'all stay safe, you stay well. we're out.
Out. Gobble, gobble.
Oh gosh.